Hello, we are Geeks Assembled once more. Me and Susan have got together this today, and we are talking vintage movies today, classic movies, black and white movies. This one is from 1942. It's classed as a horror movie, but I don't know about that. It's I don't know, what would you call it, Susan? It's not horror, is it? It's not
It's a thriller.
really, yeah, thriller, but yeah, but everywhere you go, it's classed as horror, and I don't know why. But yeah, it's a thriller. Then we'll call it a thriller. We
Oh,
are
a supernatural thriller.
supernatural thriller. Yeah, it's Cat People from 1942, not the 80s remake. This is from way back, starring Simon Simon. Shall we go to opening thoughts?
Sure.
Over to you.
Okay. Well, I don't have like the whole cast, but that's all right. I really didn't know anybody who was in it. It was quite cringe in places. Like there was that subtle, racism against Eastern Europeans, kind of the gypsy thing that you read in Bram Stoker.
Mm-hmm.
They equate like Serbia with this certain group of Serbians with evil, and that's trippy.
Yeah.
Because the story goes that these people transform into cats and commit huge acts of violence, and that's really I guess that's one way to deal with your aggression and your feelings is turn into a beast.
Many a time.
The other thing that people that the script had in it was a lot of either misquoted or out of context scripture,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was a little cringe as well. But I mean, the photography was beautiful, and the sound was uh, really well, breathtaking, well created, and the effects were good for 1942. Um, and yeah, there was a little subtle dread throughout, and so yeah, I don't have much more to say to open. Uh, Over to you.
Thanks, Susan. Yeah, well, I went into this. I haven't seen this before. Hands up, I haven't seen this before. I've seen the so-called remake, and it's sort of a totally different movie. This, I agree with Susan. The camera work, the soundscape is quite amazing. The picture's so clear. The story wise, there isn't much of a story to it. It's a man and a woman meet, a man and a woman fall in love, a man and a woman get married, and then the marriage falls apart due to no trust, due to secrets, and as Susan says, the way certain races a trait, especially in this movie. I'll go into it more detail, and as we go along. But the way the main character, I forgot her name now. Not Irene. What's her name? Played by Simone. Tell you in a minute. Arena. The way she's treated by her husband is quite diabolical in a subtle way. But then his subtlety does sort of steps aside and he just doesn't care anymore. When I was watching it, I just couldn't believe how he was supposed to be married to her, but he's spending more and more time with the other woman from his workplace, ignoring his wife, and you kind of feel sorry for her. But you do know she's got evil inside her as well. So it's one of those things, you feel sorry for her. You can understand that the husband, the way he treats her, because she's not forthcoming towards him. It's a trust, it's a very complex. I say it's a simple story, but the relationship is very complex.
Oh yeah.
And that's what intrigued me more about this movie. As I say, simple story, but it was the relationship between, well, it was like a triangle, wasn't it? The wife, the husband, and the co-worker. And then you've got the cat curse, or whatever they want to call it, the cat curse, which was so well done. You only see that near the end of the movie, but when it does happen, the lighting and everything like that, it's just brilliantly done. As I was at the beginning of it, it's not horror, but it's classed. If you go on any site, it's classed as horror. But I agree with Susan. It's more of a thriller suspense movie, because there is a lot of suspense in this.
Yeah, that's a better word.
But I enjoyed watching it. On today's standard of movie, it does drag for a little bit at the beginning of the movie, but once you get into the story and watching what those characters get up to, it does, it sort of flies by then. And it's only 70 so minutes long, so it's not a long movie. But I got into it. I enjoyed watching it. So, Susan, any moments what spring out to you, or things what you wasn't so keen on?
Well, I've already expressed my overall view of the cringiness of it. You're right about the way the husband treats the wife, and the wife treats the husband, according to the 1940s, she's treating him like shit too, because she's not consummating their marriage all the time. She won't kiss him. She won't make out with him. I mean, it's just that's rough. That is really rough.
If she believes, but if she believes in the
curse,
it's her beliefs, isn't it? What against relationship?
Yeah, I mean, she did turn into a cat and eat that guy.
Yeah,
the doctor. So that's a good scene. Is the doctor scene, and then the scene in the pool was also really cool. And
yeah.
The pool, she transforms and stalks the husband's coworker, and you hear the water dripping from the ceiling, but you also hear the and when she gets out and sees she's got the robe that she's wearing is all cut to shreds. So I mean, like they did do some like actual like steps towards her and stuff, and so that was really cool. And let's see, the other thing that yeah, when Irena had, yeah, that's her name, Irena, when she had her shoulder stabbed, and you know that as the cat, and then it comes out and it's in her shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, then that it was real. It was a real transformation.
Lycanthropy.
You know, but it is, isn't it more like, wouldn't it be like feline, philanthropy, philanthropy? Because it wouldn't. It's not like ant.
Are you making words up now?
Not turning into a wolf. A lichen is a wolf, right?
Yeah,
So
but I've never.
lycanthropy is, this would be philanthropy.
I'm googling that.
Go ahead, Google away. I made up a word. Fine. If Shakespeare can do it, I can do it too.
Carry on. I'm going.
Anyway, yeah. So there was that scene, and then the other scene that was really a fun one was on their was one of their wedding dinners, and they're in a restaurant called the Belgrade, which was great because Belgrade is the seat of power of Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
And Serbia before the war was Serbia. And Serbia after the war became Yugoslavia until the end of sort of the breakup of Yugoslavia and the breakup of the Soviet Union. So I just think that that's really interesting. It's like that whole and then there was a lady who looked remarkably like her. I mean, could have been her twin, you know.
She looks like a cat.
Well, yes, okay, that too. Stands up at the table, walks by the table, catches Irena's eyes, and says "Moses" or something like that, and that meant my sister. And that was a really intense, really cool scene. So yeah, I like that scene too. Anyway, those are my don't tell me you found something.
No, I keep putting it in, but it keeps coming up with philanthropy. I keep putting philanthropy, but it keeps coming up philanthropy. It's not working.
I made up a word, Lee. Just go with this. Jeez. It can't be lycanthropy because that's not a wolf. It's a cat. Just ask Patty what she is. She's not a lichen. She's a feline.
Yeah, I will do when she's awake. Okay. Is it my go?
It's your go.
Well, yeah. As I said, I did like the lighting and the subtle. Well, near the end of the movie, where you see the start of the change, and they show her face.
Yeah.
And it just sort of darkens, and her eyes are so bright, but her face sort of darkens. Then she moves into the camera, and then that's all you see. It's so subtly done, but it's so well done. Yeah, the treatment of I was quite shocked where the scene where there was in the museum, and there was the wife, the husband, and the co-worker, and the wife was loving it. She was looking at all the models of the ships in this museum. And then the husband just said, "Oh, you just go outside. We'll carry on looking around the museum." I think, well, that's such a rotten thing to do. The way he was treating her, he was still, he never got divorced. He was still married to her. He was blatantly cavorting about with the work colleague in front of her.
Yeah.
And didn't
softy, no
didn't give a
at all.
Didn't give a hoot what she thought of it. So really, for me, he was sort of the bad guy of the movie.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Yes, okay. The marriage wasn't consummated. She refused to give in to his advances in marriage.
Right.
But the way he was treating her, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, she's the one what comes out worse because she's killed.
Yep.
So the bad guy gets what he wants. He's got rid of his wife. He's got a new, he's got the co-worker now. And I think, well, this is a bit of a weird ending.
Yeah.
But the lead up to it,
all those misplaced or misquoted scriptures throughout, and little bits of hymns just totally taken out of context. That was so weird.
Yeah. I mean, the story wise, I thought it was quite a good little story.
Cringe.
But I didn't get there's one thing I didn't understand. Why did she steal the key to the cage? That was never answered, was it?
No.
I mean, okay, yeah, she let the panther out at the end, but this was halfway through the movie. Yet she had the urge to pinch the key from the cage. I just don't understand that. And also the way, as I said, the lighting is so well done in there. The scene where she is on the sofa and she's upset, she turns away, runs her nails down the sofa, and rips shreds into the sofa. That's just that little scene there is so well shot.
Yeah, you're right. That was really, really
something. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting to turn around and put her head onto the sofa and cry. I wasn't expecting the hand down the thing and like claws down the. That was quite good.
Does your Patty do that to your furniture?
No, she does it to me leg.
Oh.
Every time she jumps on my knee, she does it to me leg.
Please.
But and yeah, it's there. The ending, I don't know. I wasn't satisfied with the ending because I think the guy should have got his comeuppance.
Yeah,
he's got a happy ending. I wasn't happy with that. And as it turns, and the last thing they say was she never lied to us.
Yeah.
So all the way through the movie, she was saying this curse, we turn into cats. If I kiss you, that's it. And talking of the kiss, the only kiss in the movie is her and the doctor.
Yep.
Now, the doctor, great character, but what was he doing? Was he trying to prove that she was mistaken and insane, or was he in love with her?
That was a really big question. I mean, there was some power play in there a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was, I mean, this is a hell of a subtle film for. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, because when I was watching it with the doctor scene and that, like, when she turns, I'm thinking, is he trying to help her overcome this fear of turning into a cat? Because was he a psychiatrist doctor?
Yeah,
Yeah, was he trying to prove her wrong,
yeah.
or was he really making an advance on her?
Well, he was trying to prove that that the curse wasn't real, that she was just, you know, in need of long-term therapy
Yeah,
in order to hit on her and
that, very unethical.
yeah, very unethical. And really, and again, you're here we are back to that weird. It's pretty cringe, but
Yeah,
it there's a lot of subtlety in this movie.
mm,
And the other thing that was really interesting about the doctor was the methods he used.
yeah,
I mean, all the hypnosis and things. He wasn't using talk therapy. He wasn't using any of the his, and he never offered to do a lobotomy or some chemical
mm,
memory altering. So he just wanted to extend their time together, and then when he kissed her, that's when all hell broke loose.
yeah. Also, as well, we mentioned her stealing the key for the panther cage in the zoo. He he well, he didn't break into the apartment. He let himself in, turned the latch off, and went back later on.
Yeah,
Now that's unethical as well, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. Seriously.
So, sneaking into someone else's apartment.
And then the other thing that was pretty unique for the 40s was the bath scene where she's topless.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, they did not do that.
I mean, it was
Maybe
tastefully
that
done.
was before maybe that was before the what was it, Mary Whitehouse in the UK.
Okay, yeah.
And I can't remember the code, the American Film Code.
Ah,
Maybe it was before that and after, and
I mean, you didn't see anything really, but it
no,
was tastefully done. But you saw her in the bath. You saw the back of her. You saw the shoulders. In the bath. You think, yeah, you don't often see that sort of scene in a movie. You'd never see Judy Garland or Marilyn Monroe, stuff like that.
it's true.
But yeah, I'm glad you remembered that one.
Yeah, that was an interesting moment because the other one was, and some of the power, some of the one of the rules of film is whoever takes off their clothes in the shot, in the scene, has the power.
Right,
The more clothes a person has, the less power they have.
right.
So when you put somebody in the scene naked or topless or whatever, that shows that they have more power. Or in the movie, it can be a whole movie thing. But the
Mm,
other the other thing is like, when the coworkers in the pool, she's wearing a bathing suit, and you never see her, you know, although her bathing suit is skin colored or skin
yeah.
toned in terms of black and white. So you know that that's a question. Which one had more power, Irena or the coworker?
Yeah, that was a good scene. Yeah, in the pool, as you mentioned, the all the lights off. It was just quite eerie
Yeah,
with the sounds around the pool echoing.
yeah, yeah.
That was good. And also when the co-worker was walking home down the street.
Oh yeah, from light to light.
Yeah, that was really well done. Well lit.
I've done that before.
And started to move a little bit quicker.
Yeah, quicker between the lights.
Yeah. And luckily the bus turned up.
And took her back the other direction.
Yes. I was going yeah. I was thinking, well, surely she's got on the wrong bus. There again, she mostly wasn't bothered as long as she was in company.
That's right.
But anything else we'd like to say about cat people?
No, it was good.
Yeah. Was this the first time you've seen it then?
Definitely.
Oh, so we're both virgins.
Yep.
We're both cat people virgins today. So then we'll go to final say and score then. Over to you, Susan.
Well, I can't go I can't go as high as I usually do because of all the cringe. But the the overall story is interesting, and the subtleties are incredible. And the other thing is like I don't know, the way it was shot was beautiful. So I'll give this a 7.5 out of 10. And maybe I'll revisit this because it's got some pretty awesome moments. Anyway,
Thank you, Susan.
yeah,
Yeah. First term for me, as I say, enjoyable. It dragged a bit at the beginning, but the story was, I did enjoy the story, and I did enjoy the sort of last part of the movie. They did fit a lot into the movie for 70 minutes.
Yeah.
Love, marriage, breakup,
Yeah.
turn into a cat. But for me, it was the use of lighting, the use of shadows, the use of suspense, which did it for me. I thought this was so well done. But like Susan, though, I can't really give it a top score because for me, it was a bit cringe in certain places. So I most probably have to join Susan with a 7.5 or maybe a perfect. You know, get me perfect 7.5 out of 10.
Perfect.
Perfect. Out of 10. Yeah. I've joined Susan on the score there. And that's our little review. Just me and Susan today, talking about the cat people. So I'd like to thank Susan. You guys out there, I'd like to thank you a lot for staying with us, sticking with us. Of course, you'll be watching this on YouTube, and please, if you haven't subscribed and you've just come across this by chance, please subscribe. Press the bell notification button and like that, and you'll get a ding every time we put up a new video. If you would like to be on our cast like this, please message me or message any of the group member, and they'll pass it on to me. We're on Facebook. We've got a Facebook group there. Join that if you like. We're on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. We're all at Geeks Assembled. And I think, where else are we on? Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr. Not so active on Tumblr these days, but it's still there.
Yep.
We'll what else is there? Oh, I've got an Instagram as well where I just put posts of what we do and stuff like that, just pictures of the movies and TV stuff. So please, and if you like what you've seen, and you let us know what you thought of the movie, if you've seen it, let us know any suggestions, what you know like us to do in the future, politely, of course, and
Or whatever.
or whatever. Yeah, we don't care. Criticism, we can take it on the chin.
Yep.
We've had worse. So until next time, please be safe and remember, you can't. A kitten is for life. So don't take it back to the pet shop and ask for canary.
And also, so is love.
Love is love for life. It's debatable. That you see, a lot of me and Susan are quite different when it comes to love.
Quite different. Very different.
Yeah.
Kitten is for life, and so is love.
And on that note, we'll say bye bye for now.